Hi, my name's Jeanine Hill-Soldner, and I'm an artist, and I have been painting for all of my life, and I am very fortunate to have a solo show here at Water Street Studios in Batavia. The title of the show is Portraits and Memories, Legacies of Service, and the portraits and memories reference my childhood and my father's service in Vietnam. He served 30 years in the Marine Corps and has served at the age of 17. He was at Iwo Jima. And then when he served in Korea at Chosin Reservoir and almost died. After he came home from Korea, he was stationed in Germany, where he met my mother, who was working for the State Department. She was a decoder. They moved back to the States and were married and started a family. So this is where I come in. I'm number 2 of 4 girls. And in the course of growing up, I moved 8 times in 12 years. So I was born in Quantico, Virginia, and from there moved to various bases. And one of those most memorable places that we lived was in Hawaii, on Oahu at Kaneohe Marine Corps Air Station. And that's what the large paintings in my body of work are referenced to photographs that were taken during 1964 and 65 during my dad's first tour of duty in Vietnam. He trained some of the first ground troops that went into Vietnam, into Da Nang, in March of 1965. The first painting I did was, and you'll see it in the show, is Easter Sunday, 1965, and the base had no men on it, and so the women were trying to celebrate Easter with no men on the base. And so all of these, the paintings from Hawaii show the beauty of Hawaii and all the families, but there are no men in the paintings. Instead, I put the photos that my dad sent home from Vietnam. He actually sent the film canisters, and my mom processed the film so we could see what he was doing. When you come and see the show, you'll see above the painting at the bottom, there's a narrow strip of paintings in black and white of men that are all the troops that are serving Vietnam. That's with 3rd Recon Battalion. The lower part of it's bright and sunny because the families are enjoying Hawaii. So that's what these paintings are about. And the painting behind me is a juxtaposition of on the right would be the photograph from a photo of a small picture that my dad carried in his wallet of my 3 sisters and I. And in the middle is a photo from him standing in his tent. They called it a hooch. He's standing in his tent in Vietnam and holding a Busch beer can. He was a first sergeant in Vietnam. When he retired, he was a sergeant major. His painting is over here. So all of these, I have 24 paintings of veterans in this show. Each veteran is painted from starting in my studio and painted from life for their face. And then I add objects below the painting to show their service and things that were important to them. As you go through the show, you'll see my story on each of the large paintings on the left side about my father leaving. Base Camp Chu Lai is the next one, and then paintings of the families in Vietnam with the men over top. And that continues in the other gallery. All 24 veterans I know, and they've all told me some things about their service. There's informational card next to each of the paintings so you can learn more about them and what they did in their service.